Hey, Mark.
Hey Dave, how you doing tonight?
I think I'm doing all right. I got it on here just by my chinny chin chin. The cat done almost caught up with me. Excuse me. Okay, I'm myself now. Hey, everybody. Glad to see some of you on here. We got some things to talk about. Boy, we got stuff coming at us. It's not going to be long either.
Nope.
Jackie Mattis is on with us. Says, "Hey, everybody," and she says she'd like to see some snow. We're going to see what we can do about that. Amanda Patty says she's watching from Elkton, and she's been working on her snow dancing. I'm going to have to see that. You're going to have to film that and send it to us, Amanda.
Does it look like the Trump dance?
Ooh, yeah. You know what? We ought to have a contest. Everybody do the Trump dance whenever it starts snowing out there. That'd be funny. I'd enjoy it.
It would be funny.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of stuff going on, Mark. Why don't you lead it away, and then we're going to talk a little more in depth about, some wintry weather coming.
Right.
It's going to do something, and I've caught some flack about it a little bit over saying something about the snow word, but you know what? I don't care because I'm just telling everybody what I see. And
Yeah.
so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's all it is. But I can't do anything more than that. I don't control the weather. I can just tell you what I think it's going to do, and
Exactly.
I think it's a pretty good thing. I will point out that I did mention that back in the 1st of October when I put out that winter outlook,
Yes.
I mentioned that we would get a storm Thanksgiving holiday weekend, that it would start out as rain, and would probably end as some snow. And guess what? It's showing it now.
That's what the models are starting to show.
I
Yeah.
know, I know. So I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm kind of glad that what I was looking at when I put that together does seem to be playing out. So that gives me a little more confidence in the rest of the forecast that I put out. So if you get a chance, go back and look at that. Mark, tell us a little bit about what we can expect coming up.
Well, we had a cold front come through kind of last night. It's way over in the eastern part of the state right now. So this afternoon we had a high, maybe close to 60 degrees, but the temperatures are dropping off pretty quick. It's already down around 50 degrees or so through the northern part of the area. It's probably down in the low 50s to the southern part. Uh, and then overnight, we're going to be looking at lows in the upper 30s. Tomorrow, our highs are only going to get maybe into the middle 40s, and the winds are going to be picking up and gusting from the west. Gusts as high as around 25, 26 miles per hour. And that's not going to be great. That's going to bring our wind chills down into the low to middle 30s.
So you probably need to wear a jacket at the very least, maybe even a coat when you go out tomorrow. If you're not used to the colder temperatures, you better get used to it. So, Mark, I'm getting a report that your audio's sounding echo like it did once before. I think you have to unplug your mic and then plug it back in or something like that. Isn't that what we did? Seems like.
Probably, but I don't know if that's anything to do with me.
Okay. Well, anyway. It's from GR, who is watching from Arkansas. Okay, so I appreciate that, GR. If you guys,
Okay, I'm back on. Is that any better?
is that any better, GR?
No, it looks like I locked up temporarily.
Yeah, your picture's locked up.
Okay. I'm probably going to have to go drop off and reinitiate. Hang on.
Okay, well, we can do that. So everybody hang with us just a second. We do have a lot of stuff to talk about, and it's going to be interesting. Hey, Dylan Hancock's on with us, says, hello, David. GR says no, and Tammy Tatum says no. It hadn't helped. So, okay, he's going to go off. Let me see if I can bring him back up now. All right, hold on here just a second. And we'll see if that gets him. We shall see. Maybe that took care of him. Well, I will know in a minute. So if he doesn't come back, he'll have to come up here and do it himself because I'm not that familiar with some of this stuff, but I think that maybe it'll work. I'm going to try it again, see if I can bring him up. There he is. Hold on. Hey, Mark.
All right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, and can anybody else hear me? All right, so we should have that taken care of. Hey, I'm proud of myself. I did that all by myself. We have a few watching us over on the Facebook page over at Weather and Wisdom, David Powell Weather and Wisdom Facebook page. Nikki Winters on with us, says, hello, friends. Happy Wednesday. Janice Davis says, I'm happy you just talk about snow. Well, I hope you like that, all right. But anyway, um, let's see
Yeah.
here.
For the
Uh,
rest of the weekend, by the way, we're just going to get sunny after tomorrow. As we get into Friday, we'll probably get more sunny, but it's going to stay cool. Our highs may rise up into the middle 50s.
mhm.
Nighttime lows are going to stay in the 30s. And then maybe early next week, we might get a little bit warmer, but that's when a chance of rain and thunderstorms start to roll in again.
Right. They do say you sound better now, so we got you fixed up. So anyway, several over on the Facebook page. Karen Schneider, Sandy Christian, Nikki Winters, of course, are all watching over there. Tammy Tatum's on. Hey, Tammy, I hope you are feeling better. She's been pretty sickly lately. So okay, so everybody's saying that you sound good, Mark. We're good to go.
All
So
right.
let's talk a little about the winter weather. That's what a lot of them are on here to say to talk
Yes,
about.
indeed. Yes,
So
indeed.
I think I'll go over to, let's see where my model is here. We're going over to the GFS model, and we're going to play this a little bit. This is on our current time at 6 p.m. Is it 6 p.m.? November
6
20.
p.m. Close
Oh,
enough.
oh, I'm
It's
looking at November 21st. This is the
tomorrow
20.
at 6 p.m.
Okay,
Yeah.
tomorrow at 6
So
p.m.
back up 24
All
hours.
right, let's back it up just a little. Okay, 6 p.m. tonight. And you can
Hmm.
see that cold air is coming on down a little bit. Uh, was that ding you or me?
That was me.
Okay. Hey, Bill Thylan, I'm glad to see you, buddy. Hey, I need you to give me a call first chance you get. I don't have your phone number, or you could message me on Facebook or something. But give me a call. Need to chat with you a little bit. But good to see you again. I haven't seen you in a while. So anyway, we're looking at this GFS model run, and it's 6 p.m. tonight. And as you can see, the 540 line is right here amongst us right now. So the
Yep.
cold air is coming on in here pretty quick, and we will see what's going to happen as we move forward in time. This is at midnight, and then this is at 6 a.m. Still got the 540 line right over us. And Mark, explain to them what this 540 line means.
Okay. The 540 line, when we see it on there, is generally what we look at for the atmospheric thickness to be right for the potential for snow. And
Okay.
normally equates to about 32 degrees on the surface, but it can vary depending on how the atmosphere is composed at that time.
Right. So we see that line right on top of us at 6 a.m. in the morning, and then look at what happens as we get towards noon. It really gets cold. The temperatures drop on us. We get snows breaking out over northern Kentucky, and actually, I don't know, but what they're going to be a little stronger than what that's actually showing. Look at this wound up low pressure area with those tight isobars together. That means wind. And
Yep.
so let's see what the next model here shows. Still showing some pretty good snow up around Louisville. And then look at this. We got a snowstorm going on over in eastern Kentucky, everybody, right there.
Hmm.
And in fact, they have winter weather advisories out for eastern
Yeah.
Kentucky. And we'll
That's
look,
the eastern side. That's
right,
Pikeville down to the border.
right. We're going to look more at this just a second. So I'm going to breeze on through this entire run because then I'm going to go back and look at things a little more in detail. So this is the 22nd at 6 a.m. And you see that we do warm back up. This is as we get ready to go into the weekend, which is fine. I expected that. And then we go on up. This is the 24th. And then as we get down to the 25th, we have another storm system that has formed and coming up over us. This is around noon on the 25th. We have rain over us and still fairly, when I say warm temperatures, they're actually about 60 degrees, something like that.
Right.
Uh, and then as we go on forward, you see that 540 line again starting to sink southward. Oh, good grief, Dave. Stop this. My fingers always want to get caught up on things. So, okay, here we go. Um, we're going to keep going. This is on the 26th. I think that we're going to be a little cooler. No, that's right. That's a little bit of a warm up coming before we go into Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And Thanksgiving is what, the 28th?
28th, I believe.
Okay, I believe you're right. Now, take note of what's going on. Look at this cold air up here. All over the northern half of the United States is cold. We've got a storm system developed out around the Four Corners area, dropping heavy snow up in the mountains. We're going to keep going. Now, look at what's developing to our southwest. We're watching this closely. Again, this is the 27th. This is 6 p.m. This is the day before Thanksgiving. And you can see the snow line is not too far from us in this. Now, get some pretty good rains in here, looks like on Thanksgiving. This is at midnight, so, it's so far it's okay. We've got some strong storms down in southern Tennessee, northern Mississippi, and Alabama. Again, the snow line is just to our north. It's really close. And again, we're watching it. This is on the 28th at noon. And let's keep going. And then look at that low pressure. Moving up here, look at the circulation around it, counterclockwise rotation. This is not good. This pink is ice. That is something we don't want to see. I don't know if our friend Dave is on. I don't see him on with us tonight, but I hope he's all right. I haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Okay, but let's keep going. This is 6 a.m. on the 29th. You know what? Now, this is something it's not showing. You got this circulation around. I think that we will see some snow coming around on the back side here. As this slows, it spins and drops this moisture back. We'll see.
Yeah, it could be a quick swath because you remember, we're looking at this at a snapshot once every 6 hours.
6 hours, that's correct. So we'll go on, move forward again. But what's concerning me is coming up. And we're going to follow this. Hopefully this will show it, Mark. I hope we looked at it right to begin with.
Well, hopefully it'd go, because when we looked at it last, it hadn't completed its run.
Okay.
It hadn't gone all the way out yet.
So this is December 2nd. Now here we got a storm. That's the storm.
Yeah.
That looks like some severe weather to me as we move forward in time. That squall line that comes through us, this would be on December 3rd at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I suspect somewhere in that neighborhood, December 2nd, maybe this will come in during the night.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's still there at 6 p.m. on the 3rd, maybe even a little stronger. And look back there in Missouri. That's a little concerning. I don't like to see that sleet and ice there.
No.
Again,
with the snow around it.
Yep. And look at this system. Good grief, that's an intense storm.
It is.
That one right there has all the makings of severe weather. That looks to me, right now it looks like the bulk of it's into Tennessee, but gosh, that's mighty close. We're going to have to keep an eye on this very, very close as it comes through. And then look at this. Look at how this storm is just winding up, and look how tight those isobars are together. We're looking at wind. We're looking at, good grief.
And all that's out to the west of us there is cold air.
Yeah, anywhere you see this blue lines behind it, that's all cold air. And look how far south it's going. Going to keep on. It's pushing hard. That's why you're getting the severe weather out ahead of it. And we're going to keep going. And there we get the cold air in here finally. And this is on December 6th. And that's as far as it goes. But the fact of the matter is, there's a storm brewing, and it's a big storm. We're going to watch this to see what happens. This doesn't show as much snow as I was seeing earlier. I still think it's going to be there.
Right.
But we'll see.
What I'm seeing there is that snow starting to develop down in Oklahoma and Texas.
Right here.
Because as it rides along the trajectory these storms have been taking, that could come up our direction, especially if it gets some moisture into it.
So that could give us if that holds true, and these models, especially GFS, is always fickle, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
That's probably a good word.
Especially that far out. We're way out at 384 hours there.
So this is going to change, and I think it's going to change to indicate more snow. Why is my finger still wanting to do that? In our area before it's all said and done. Now, let's go back here and look at, let's talk about what's going on here. This is an example of what all is active right now. Let me zoom in here a little bit on it.
all those different colors are different types of warnings or advisories.
Yes. So you can see over in southeastern Kentucky, they've got the winter weather advisory out. It goes over into Virginia, parts of West Virginia, and even winter storm watches out up here. So let's see, that's the winter storm watch right there.
Those are actually winter storm warnings, I think, over in the
Yeah,
mountains
I
of West
believe you're
Virginia.
right. Yeah, I believe you're right. Here's the watches up here in the light, different colored blue. So that's one thing to be aware of. And as we look at this, here's what looks like. This is out of the Louisville Weather Service office. Kind of indicates
No, that's out of the Jackson office.
this one is okay out of
Yeah.
Jackson. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So this shows the counties pretty much what cities are affected by that winter weather advisory over in eastern Kentucky. For those who are interested, this is the Louisville office, which shows the possible snow. Well, actually, it'll be tomorrow.
Tomorrow and into Friday.
Into Friday, yeah. I did see a graphic that showed snowflakes that extended over our area, and I think
Yeah.
you saw that too. So
Right.
I don't
That just
know.
means that, while we stand a chance for maybe seeing a couple of flakes in the air, it's not going to be very much. It's going to be very
Correct.
light.
But still, seeing flakes in there excites everybody. Excites me. I love to see snowflakes in there. So yeah, come on,
Yeah.
bring it to us. I don't care. Let's see here. Deborah Sales says she has a friend heading out west to a wedding. How does it look for his travels? Well, it depends on how far west
far
he's going.
west,
Yeah.
yeah.
So let us know, and we'll try to let you know that. Linda McElrath's on with us. Dylan Hancock stays there. Hey, Dylan. He says, love that weather cam you have pulled up there. That's the one over your head there, Mark, that he's talking about, that WKDZ. And then Linda McElrath says, hello, Mr. Powell, Mark, Thunder Buddy crew. I just got home from a late doctor appointment, so I guess I'll watch this on replay. Well, you actually watched it live if you're talking to me now.
Yes, indeed.
Chris Beecham says, good evening, Thunder Buddies. So
Hey, Chris.
that's Chris Beecham. That's all I can say for him. He's a mess. But here's the forecast from the Paducah office. I love those guys, but sometimes I think they're just a tad too conservative. But, look at the highs for Thursday. High of 46, high of 47 on Friday. Lows around freezing, 33. So get ready for some cold weather, or at least colder than what we have had.
Now, during that time, you notice that they don't show us completely cloudy or anything, but they do show clouds around, partly sunny, partly
Right.
cloudy, whatever. And that's why I say what we're going to get might not be much, but it might just be a little snow shower or snow flurries.
Right. This is my favorite satellite view. We get to see what's going on here. Let me see. I think this is live. Let me make sure. I'm going to let it go forward as the sun has set and darkness is encompassing the country. And here it is. Look at this up here. That looks almost like a hurricane overseas.
It does. That's why the other media is calling this a bomb cyclone. And if you look on the Radar Omega app, you can see with the power outages everywhere around Seattle and Tacoma area. There's several counties with thousands of people without power.
Yeah, this is there's things happening up in the Arctic that's going to affect all of us before this is all said and done. Chris Meacham says he's down in Katie's now with a friend. I learned from the best of the best. Well, okay, I got you, Chris. Thanks for the compliment anyway. Linda McElrath says, yeah, but I don't want to miss a minute of your broadcast. Thank you, Linda. That's mighty nice.
We
of you.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I do appreciate that. David Hyde, my friend, he's over on the Facebook page. He says hello from Dawson Springs. And Mary Vorvis, our good friend who is up in God's country there in Michigan, about to get pounded with some snow and all kinds of stuff. She says, stay warm. Temperatures drop 20 degrees in about 90 minutes here, but they're saying only an inch of snow, but it's cold. And so, yeah, it's that cold, even an inch of snow on the ground.
It may be an inch of snow, but it's going to be flying sideways.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I always find this fascinating. I love looking at these lights here. You can see
all the ground lights.
Yeah, all the ground lights.
Yeah.
This is kind of neat, as you go in, because this is what it looks like from space if you were looking at it. Deborah Sales says Columbus, Nebraska, Mark. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's go back to the radar for a minute while we talk about all that.
Well, I know one thing. It's been very windy out there today.
Oh yes, it sure
We were
has.
looking at that earlier, and there's a place out in Nebraska there. They were having wind gusts of 40.
Wow. I want to look at our friends over here at Irwin, Tennessee. What is? Okay, here we go. Come on, get up here, camera. There we are. Wow. What's going on
They're
there?
getting just a bit of fog and rain over in that area right now. The cold front that I mentioned earlier was passing just between Irwin, Tennessee, and Burnville, North Carolina, which is about 20 miles away from them. If you notice their temperature there at up on the hill at
Pinnacle
there's
Town.
30, yeah, at
30,
Irwin is 37.2 degrees.
yeah, and the wind's out of the north at 4.5 to 5 miles an hour. But what you're seeing, for those of you who haven't been on here with us before, this is the city of Irwin down in the valley, and we're up on a fire tower looking down on the mountains and stuff. There's mountains all around here. Beautiful shot in the daytime, but it sure is showing you kind of what some people can expect, especially over in eastern Kentucky, eastern Tennessee, in those mountains. It's going to be cold. Mary Vorvis says, yes, and it's very windy up there. Stephanie Rogue is on with us. She says, hi, guys. Are we expecting storms? Not tonight, but
Not tonight.
they are coming.
Yeah.
I want to look back at Asheville, back up this way, Burnsville, North Carolina.
Burnsville.
Oh, wow. What we got here? This is a nice shot. I looked at this
Yeah.
in daytime.
It was a lot rainier earlier.
Yeah. It looks like it's still got something coming in. I see little streaks here and there, but 53 degrees, so it's cooling down some there. But they're on the other side of the cold front from Irwin, Tennessee. Let's look on back here towards, let's look at UT Martin real quick. Wow, clear skies. Look at the stars in the sky up there. You know, that's what I like about these cameras. They're so intense and high tech. You can pick out stars and all kinds of things. Look, there's a gnat flying on that truck right there. Can you see? I'm just joking, everybody. But yeah, it's. Let's pull out, and you can see where the precip is. This is pretty much all rain, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's the cold front that's pushing through. And yes, they did have tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings up in the parts of that around Pennsylvania earlier in the day.
Yeah, I turned on the precip type mode on this radar so we can see where the snow is right now. And this is up towards Wisconsin and actually part of Iowa. In fact, let's go to this lake that we've been watching all season. Hey, it's snowing there. Look at that.
It's doing something there. It may not be
30,
snow.
32 degrees.
32. Yeah. It could be snow shower.
Yeah, that's snowing there. So it's not doing much, but still, that's kind of neat because most of
I think they got all their stuff out of the water just in time.
Yeah, look at that. So for those of you who've seen this in the daytime, as we follow this place, it's like, harbor here and all kinds of boat ramps and things and people swimming. And now all of a sudden they have moved it all out. And now it's just lake there. And pretty soon, as this snow continues over the season, you will see this freeze over and they'll be out there ice fishing. We'll get to go watch them. We'll have to do that. But just let you know kind of what's going on here. And that does verify with the snow coming down, even though, let's see, where am I here?
Somewhere over Nebraska.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, right here. There it is. So you can say it doesn't have snow indicated on radar over it, but hey, they're getting snow there. So that very same thing could happen in other areas. Let's look at this one right here. This is in Nebraska. This is Stanton County EMA. Hey, that's kind of a neat shot. This is infrared, but it is.
They changed over to infrared because the sun has just gone down there.
Yeah, so nice shot. That's in Nebraska, but it's 39 degrees there. So the cold air is definitely coming. And so I wanted to tell everybody about that. And I wanted to look at, Mark, I want to look at the GFS not the GFS. Well, it's the radar, the future HRR radar,
The HRRR?
HRRR, but it's on one of the other. I don't know if it's on Tropical Tidbits. I saw it or not. Probably not. Let me see if I can see anything here that I want to call up. I don't see it. But it had a really neat radar that was future. It showed the snow over this part of Kentucky over there, and I thought it was just an interesting shot. But I meant to save it, but I guess I went off and didn't. So anyway, but you guys can see these are power outages in West Virginia where this stuff is coming down. I don't think that really had anything to do with the power outages. Probably the wind, if I had to guess, because it's windy up there. And I hate that our friend Dave is not on. I don't know what's become of him.
Yeah. If you look at the 3 kilometer NAM,
that's what I'm
on Tropical Tidbits. Tropical Tidbits.
Well, I'll call it up, and you talk to him about.
And it shows the rotation. It does show a little bit more snow over our direction.
Okay, 3 kilometer NAM.
So that's just a difference. Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can find it. Where is
it's under the mesoscale heading.
Ah, okay. 3 kilometer. Found it. Okay. Was there a particular part that was? Well, let me just get down here to it, and I'll call it up for everybody to see. Okay.
Just start it and let it play. It only goes out to 60 hours.
Okay, I'll do that. So
As
here
you
we
can
go.
see, yeah, you can see the snow starting to develop to the north there and start to rotate around that low and drop down in our direction. Look at that big burst of snow as it picks up the moisture off the Great Lakes.
Yes, sir. And
brings that. Look at that right down almost on top of us.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see some snowflakes out of this tomorrow. I see that was tomorrow. Yeah, the 22nd, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I mean, I'm just showing you guys what it looks like, but you know, people are always saying, "Oh, the model says this, model says that." Well, here I'm showing you what the model is showing, and so that gives you an idea. This is at 2 p.m. 21st. And look at that. Yeah, that's going to be interesting tomorrow. We'll see how this plays out.
We'll see if it makes it to us or not.
Well, what we're watching, there's a low pressure that's going to move through. That's probably, I don't know if it's indicated on here or not. Well, it gets back around. Here we go.
It is. It's a low that forms kind of back behind the main low and everything else.
It's not indicated
as it drops
on
into
this.
the trough.
Yeah, it's not indicated. Well, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
It's just,
it kind of weakens out, but it is indicated on there starting out.
So even though it's starry out there tonight, those clouds will come in here a little later on. So we'll see. Mary says she's sending that down to us.
Yeah.
It does look like it.
In November, when there's snow on the Great Lakes, I always get a little bit nervous. I still remember how the bad storms have affected shipping up in that area in the past, and it's never been good.
Yeah. But this does show you guys, even though this doesn't go out very far, probably a little more accurate because it doesn't go out very far. Let's look at more short-term stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. And here you can see that tight low coming in. I don't know, has it come on? It doesn't come on shore yet. So
the cold front ahead of it has come on shore, and the initial stuff has come on shore, but the actual low is still just offshore there.
Right. So anyway, let's go back to our local radar. We'll look around. You know what? That severe weather looks kind of unusual. That'd be going into the first part of December. That's something that we're going to... Let me get my thing changed back to our normal radar here.
Yeah. That is definitely something we're going to have to watch because it seems everybody's thinking wintertime now. Mm-hmm. They're not thinking severe weather up in this area, but we've seen in the past we can get severe weather any time of the year.
Sure can.
In Kentucky and Tennessee.
And with that, you need to have a safe place for your family. Have a look at this.
What would you do when severe storms with tornadoes threaten you and your family? If you have planned properly, you will have a storm shelter nearby that is strong, safe, and will save your family's life. Mid-South storm shelters provide just that. They blend well with the landscape and are proven lifesavers. When the weather gets severe, have no fear with a Mid-South storm shelter. Call today at 270-725-6020.
And also, I want to also mention our good friend Michael Vance Contract and Roofing. He's one of our sponsors. 270-707-ROOF. And you sure need to call him if you've got any leaks in your roof right now, because it's not going to get no better, folks. So don't put it off. Call Michael Vance and tell him, hey, Dave Powell said you'd come fix my roof. Yeah, just tell him that and see what he says. Also, Lakeside Campground Marina. Michael has that. Also, visit lakesidecampground.com is the website, and you need to go take a look at that. And then I don't want to forget our friend. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's see if Michael's cleaned the camera lens on that thing real quick. Has he cleaned it? No, he still got.
No.
Mike, you're watching this. I know you can clean the cobwebs off that camera. It looks good during the daytime, but yeah, he's got cobwebs all over it. But also, we're sponsored by Kentucky Hemp Works. A good friend, Katie Moyer. That woman right there is a dynamo. I love. She works constantly to benefit people up there in, around Dawson Springs and Hopkins County with helping to build houses. The woman is a house builder, and she's they've got some grants, and she's been up there doing volunteer work trying to get those folks housed that lost their houses during the tornadoes that occurred all the way back to December of
21.
Yeah, 21. But anyway, she's got some amazing salve. I'm going to show this to you guys. I'm not going to show this every time, but I'm going to show this to you real quick, and you get to see Katie on it. She's going to model it for you. Watch this. Anytime my aches and pains act up, I always reach for Kentucky Hemp Works Hemp Root Salve. It's easy to use. Just rub it on the affected areas and you will soon notice big relief. You can use it as a moisturizing lip balm or ointment that heals and protects your lips during adverse weather conditions and helps with preventing chapped lips. This amazing Kentucky Hemp Works salve is available in our online store at dpww.shop. Order today. And I also want to encourage you to visit the online store. It's still under construction, but it's got stuff where you can go on there and see it and order stuff. That salve is to kill for. It is really good. I love it. I'm going to have to get me some more before long. I'm going to talk Katie and bring her some with her. But go to dpww.shop. That's the address for our online store. You get to browse around in there. It will get better, I promise you. It just have been so covered up around here in the studio. We haven't stopped long enough to finalize that stuff. But scan the QR code. That'll take you into to the store, and you can see it. And I hope you like it all. Let's see. Is there anywhere? Let's go ahead and look at the WKDZ cam while we've got it up here. Nice, peaceful evening. That's I-24 and 6880 over in Trigg County at the WKDZ studios, and I thank them for allowing us to use their camera to show what the weather's like. Let's see. Let's look here at Hopkinsville at Skyline Shopping Center. This is Skyline Drive, and the shopping center there is Kroger right in there. And so this is looking southwest of Hopkinsville, and you can see there's the Pennyroyal Parkway up there, and I think Walmart's over here. But anyway, nice shots, and I always like to see them.
Yeah, it's a nice, peaceful evening for right now.
It is, and let's hope it stays that way. So let me go back. Here we go, right here. Finally found it.
Now, Dave,
Yes,
guess whose camera is back up?
Who?
Mount Shasta.
Okay, we're going to have to go see that. Hold on.
You definitely want to see that. It wasn't transmitting earlier today, but it is right now.
When did it come back up?
It came back up today. It's the first time I've seen it.
It ought to be right here. Here we go. Oh, my gosh.
There's
Winter
your snow,
Wonderland.
everyone.
Yes, sir. Isn't that beautiful? Gosh, I've never seen. This is downtown Shasta, I guess.
Yeah, they've reoriented the camera a little bit.
Yeah,
They've got some power outages. They're being affected by that big storm coming in the West Coast too.
the one that's really
But
wound up. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But they're definitely have changed their camera around to show beautiful downtown Mount Shasta.
Wow, that is absolutely beautiful. Of course, the sun hasn't quite set there yet, or it's just is starting to set. But that is just
Yeah.
gorgeous. And man, I'm flabbergasted by it. It's beautiful. Uh, everybody's liking it. Everybody that's on here is liking it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Nikki Winter says, "Y'all send me some snow furries to Paducah." I think you'll get a chance at that tomorrow, Nikki. We'll just watch and see.
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. But trust me, there is more to come. Because if you could see what I see, you'd say, "Dave, pal, you need to get you a vacation or something." Because I can see all kinds of storms. But this is just absolutely go. I've got to leave it up here for a minute. We're going to watch this just a minute. Kind of. Oh, nice Christmas scene. That's what it is. Yeah, it's a Christmas scene.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So if you are watching us and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please join the tribe and subscribe. We need your subscription because it helps us to bring you the things that we're showing you and keeps the channel going. We can upgrade our radar and keep everything like it needs to be. But I really do hope that some of you will subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. You got to go over to the YouTube channel and you hit the subscribe button down below the home page, and they may ask you for an email address just to make sure that we don't tell them it's somebody that's not real. So, but they won't contact you. They won't charge you nothing. That's all they ask for is your email address so that you can log in there, and you can actually get on faster that way. What are they doing down there? It looks like they've got oh, that's a dog. I thought they had a sled or something they were pushing, but they're walking their dog. What a beautiful thing, boy. To walk your dog in snow like that. Gosh, that is so beautiful. I'm so
Yeah, the dog probably enjoys it too, unless
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
a dachshund and he can't see over the snow.
No, it's not one of them weenie dogs. It looked like it was a husky or something they had. Look, they've got quite a bit of snow there. It's piled up there on the road. Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, and there's some more up here walking along. People, that's like walking along, singing a song, side
Walking
by
in the
side.
winter wonderland.
Oh yeah, I like that too. So anyway, oh gosh, so I'm going to have to get off here. I'm getting cold now. There's some more walking. Everybody's walking, taking a walk. I don't blame them. If it was snowing like that here, you'd want to get out in it and just walk, if nothing else, just to get out and see it.
When I was a teenager, that was my favorite thing to do up in West Virginia when we were getting snow is get out and walk around in it.
Oh, I know. So I can't really see is that a gas station or a time and temperature? That's a time and temperature, but I can't see what it says there. But man, what a beautiful time. That is 32 degrees there, so it's right at freezing. And but you know what?
It's a gas station.
Yeah, but you know what? Where they're at, it doesn't show anything around them. I guess it would if I went over. Let me go over to the winter weather mode and see what kind of stuff we can see. Yeah, you can see scatterings of snow. They're in the mountains.
Depends on your elevation, yeah.
Yeah, they're in the mountains, so it's kind of hard to pick it out. But you can see the snow mixed in there for sure. So anyway, I just thought you guys would like to see that. I know I enjoyed it. I'm going to have to go back and look at it when I get rid of all you guys, and I'll go back and watch it and just... Anyway, sorry about that. I actually like everybody. I just wanted to aggravate you some. So now let's see here. What else we got? Don't see anything down here. And go, well, we got scattered power outages. What is going on with our power in the country today? It seems like...
I don't know. I've seen
Look at all
little
this.
odds and ends outages all day. Now, over in West Virginia, where they're expecting the snow, they'd already had some outages, but that was from the line of rain and storms that came through earlier.
Yeah, I'm going to look at these cameras up here at, I think this is Cincinnati in that area. That's some low-hanging clouds. Don't see anything out of the ordinary. There was another one close by. It's 43 degrees there. At
43
that one.
degrees. Our temperatures are dropping off pretty quick.
Try this one down here and see if this one has a little bit better. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know much about it, but it's interesting. Anyway, 41 degrees there. Let's see where Mary's at. See if I can find a camera up here in her neighborhood. I know I've got, here's one right here, I think. No, that's a buoy.
There's a camera over there, but it's probably right underneath all that
I think
preset.
I found it right here. This is Bullock HQ. I wonder if this is the one where you see sailboats out here in the lake. I don't
I
know.
believe it is. I believe it is. It's just it's out beyond the lights and it's nighttime, so you don't see as many lights.
13.4 degrees centigrade. Now, Mark, why would they do that to us? What is the conversion to in centigrade? 13.4. That's above freezing. It's about. It's in the 40s, I think.
No, it's actually in the 50s.
50s. Okay. So 0 degrees is 32. So I do know that about the conversion from Celsius to Fahrenheit. But I guess they just wanted to see, hey, we got you. Hey, Mike Bynum, he's on here with us. Says, hey, Thunder Buddies, how y'all doing this evening? I'm fat and sassy. Well, we kind of all got that problem. He says, hey, David and Mark, hey, I haven't talked to Ewans in a while. How are you good old boys doing this evening? If I was any better, Mike, I'd be you. That's all I can tell you.
13.2 degrees Celsius is 55.76 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, okay. So tell Mike what kind of weather he's going to get out of this here in Washington, Indiana.
Washington, Indiana. Looks like a pretty good burst of snow coming down your way.
Yep.
Probably starting tomorrow. If we wanted to go back and look at that 13-kilometer NAM, that would show him really well when that burst of snow starts in.
I'm looking for Lake St. Clair that Mary says I need to look at, see what it looks like. I'm trying to find it. Would that be this one maybe? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, 39.6 degrees. There's the sailboat. She was right. That's the sailboats and everything.
Yeah.
In the lake. So, Lake St. Clair is one of the, I guess it's Great Lake or something. I don't know.
Washington, Indiana. According to the 3-kilometer NAM, that burst of snow coming down from Lake Michigan's area, Lake Michigan, from that area and spreading across northern Illinois and Indiana, probably gets to him around 2 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, there's Washington where Mike is. He said, yeah, me and Frosty the Snow Nuzzard have a lot of catching up to do. I kind of think that maybe he may be enjoying some warming up beverages, maybe.
That's entirely possible.
Yeah.
That's entirely possible.
But anyway, Mike, I'm glad you're on here, buddy. He's always a lot of fun. Judy Walton Norton says, what about Kalamazoo, Michigan? Yeah, Mark, what about Kalamazoo?
You can probably find a camera up there.
Yeah, let me look up here and see. Kalamazoo, and there is a camera right there. Let's take a look. Right here should be a camera.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, beautiful area. I don't see any snow there yet. Well, I don't know. There's something flying by.
Yeah. They're going to catch just the edge of this.
I lost him. Let me pull him back up. He always tries to sneak off on me. Come on. Having trouble with my fingers here again. And I brought him back. And I don't quit. I know you're talking.
I was just saying, keep your finger off that button.
I didn't touch that button. That was all on you, buddy.
I wasn't even near the buttons. I was looking at the model over here. Kalamazoo is just going to catch the edge of this. The main thrust of the snow is going to come straight down Lake Michigan into the Chicago area, straight down northern Illinois and Indiana, and then straight down on towards central and eastern Kentucky.
And Stephanie Rook said that is some crazy ice on the lighthouses in winter. And yeah, you're right about that. Let's see. Judy Walton Norton said her sister lives up there. So yeah, that'll be interesting. And she says, no, not me, guys. I am just silly than a cross-eyed goose. Mike, you won't do, buddy. Deborah Sales says, my friend is leaving here in Elkton tomorrow, driving to Columbus, Nebraska.
He should be okay going to Columbus, Nebraska.
Yeah, going west.
Tomorrow, going west. You should be out of the area by the time anything comes down this way.
Yeah. So hopefully that answers your question. Let's see. There was a storm chaser camera up here somewhere. I can't remember where they were.
Used to be right across the Wisconsin border. Vince Whalty's seethestorm.com used to be right in there, but if he doesn't have the camera on, you won't. It's
Yeah.
not going to transmit.
I don't see it right off the bat. Doesn't mean it's not there.
I haven't seen the one up there on for a while. I think he's been taking a little bit of a break.
Here's one right here. Oh, I know what that is. That's the lake we've been watching.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, yeah, it does look like it's just going to be getting colder and colder. And I'll tell you the truth, as the season goes on, let's see. Mike Bynum says, in all seriousness, Mark, how much snow is he looking at up there?
Well, hang on a second and I'll find out.
Yeah, all right. And while you're doing that, I'll keep chattering on. I love looking at this weather. This is really a great business to be in. I enjoy talking to you guys. That's why we call you Thunder Buddies, that we have you on here and you're all friends, buddies that we call you. And our friend Jessica Mermaid Cakes, where is she? That girl is not on here with us tonight. Neither is, let's see, who else is not on with us? I haven't seen Chelsea Reese on with us. I haven't seen Eli. Oh, wow, it's just terrible. Missing all of them. Dave's not on with us. Oh, well, that's all right. But maybe they'll be on with us again here before long. But we're going to have to shoot Dave an email or something and get a hold of him. But anyway, so Mike.
Okay, let's see here. For Washington, Indiana, they're looking for a low tonight of 34 with increasing clouds. On Thursday, they're looking for snow showers likely before 4 p.m., then snow showers likely, possibly mixed with rain between 4 and 5 p.m., then snow showers likely after 5 p.m. Cloudy with a high near 39, breezy with a west wind of 16 to 21, with gusts as high as 33. Little or no accumulation expected then. Thursday night, scattered rain and snow showers before midnight, then a slight chance of rain showers between midnight and 1 a.m. Cloudy with a steady temperature around 37. Breezy with a northwest wind 14 to 21, with gusts as high as 34. Chance of precip is 50%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible.
What he
So
said.
probably just a quick dusting.
Okay, so he says, man, I appreciate you, David and Mark. I really look forward to talking to you guys, and I love chatting with everyone on here. It is nice, Mike. You know, we're all miles away from each other, but yet we can get on here and we can talk to each other, and it's really just like having old friends. And you're all old friends to us, and
Yep.
we think the world of you, and I thank you for hanging in there with us. So I am wondering about Dave, and I'm wondering about Chelsea Reese. Some of those guys haven't been on. I'm going to have to, I don't know, I have to say, wake up, Eli. She'll be mad now if he was asleep and woke up and heard that. Anyway.
Yes, indeed.
But anyway, so, you know, I guess we're kind of winding down. I will tell you, looking on out into December, it looks rougher. It does. Right now, as I look out in December, I see one storm after another coming in, and we kind of repeat the cycle. We get the cold air in, then it warms up, and then we get another shot of cold air, warms up, get another shot of cold air. That looks to be a pattern leading up towards Christmas until we get some blocking over Greenland. And that's called the North Atlantic Oscillation needs to go into
A negative
mode.
phase.
Yeah, negative phase. And that will in turn hold the cold air in place. And then we want the jet stream to buckle to go just to our south. And that's when we start getting some serious snow. I do see, I'll be honest with you, you know, most of you know that I'm pretty decent at the long-range outlooks. You know, I'm not going to say that I'm all that, but I have a pretty good way of figuring it out. I think that by Christmas, we may actually see a few snowflakes Christmas. And let's see here. Anyway, but after we get past Christmas, going towards the New Year's, I'll be honest with you, I see rapid fire storms coming in, and with the temperatures colder, yeah, we'll see if the snows don't pile up. I think that if that's the case, then it may be a winter to remember. But I'm going to be honest with you. I still think that by mid-March, the winter will just about be over, and we will be looking at a significant severe weather season as we get into March. Now, that's just what I'm seeing right now. Okay, Tammy Tatum says, Eli will be on in a minute. He's headed to Katie's. Oh, okay. Well, I hope that he drives carefully. I'm sorry. For those of you who don't know, Eli is a 3-year-old boy who likes to watch us. Uh-oh, there we are. She says, we are on, we're out Christmas shopping. What did you get me, Chelsea? Did you get me anything? Oh, okay. Dylan Pulley said Eli is here. We were buying Christmas stuff. So that was his dad. So, yeah, they're having a big time out there, I guess. But, you know what? I want to go back and look one more time. How many of you want to go back and see Mount Shasta one more time? One more time. I'm going to go there and show y'all a nice wintry scene. Whew. It is so good. Now, what a wait. It is going to be nice. So, Chelsea, there's your Christmas scene right here. This is Mount Shasta in California. It is nice. Tammy Tatum says he needs another jacuzzi. Well, thanks a lot, Tammy. You're talking about what they can get me for Christmas. Okay, I got you. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I certainly have. But we're getting ready to wind down. Not only that, but I'm getting hungry. Judy Walton Newton says she wanted to see this. So, yeah, this is a good way to end. Man, I'm going to watch it for just a second. You know what I need to do? We need some
As the song says, since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
See, Mike says, I'm looking forward to some warm pumpkin and sweet tater pie. I am getting hungry now.
It's time to go.
I am. I'm really getting hungry. But, gosh, folks are still out walking in the snow. I love it, love it, love it. That is a gas station. Yeah, I see that. Now I see cars under the canopy.
Under the canopy.
Up. Yeah. So, probably doing a booming. But traffic seems to be moving pretty good, too. But, out there,
they're used to it.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're used to it.
But it's easier to drive on snow than it is ice anyway. So
yes, it is.
Anyway, Nancy Cox Payne says, bring on the snow, watching us over on the Weather and Wisdom channel. One last time, though, guys, please hit the subscribe button. We sure need those subscriptions. It means a lot to us, and we need it. And so that would be good. So anyway, Mike Bynum says, bye, fellas. May God bless you both, and may all of you have a dream.
And may God bless you too, Mike.
Yeah, and I hope you all have a dream so nice tonight that when you wake, you'll cry tomorrow. Well, that didn't come out right, I don't think. But anyway, say goodbye to everybody, Mark.
Goodbye, everybody. Again, bundle up for tomorrow because those winds are going to be whipping pretty stiff out of the west. The highs will be in the mid-40s, and the wind chills will be in the mid-30s. So bundle up. That's going to be cooler than it's been for a while.
And with that, I'm going to go, and we will come on again. See what day of the week. This is Wednesday, so our next scheduled time on is going to be on Sunday, unless the balance change and we get snow coming up and all kinds of things going on. Then we might come back on and say hello, everyone. Ruth Cornelius on the Facebook page that y'all can keep that snow. We don't know how to drive in it in Texas. Okay, wave bye to Mark and wave bye to Eli. Goodbye, everyone. Have yourself a great night, and I'm going to eat. I'll see you later.
Bye, everyone.